the part. I thought as an actress now, oh gosh, I'm employed for a year, and I'm in this kids program. I thought, Debs, you better start watching it. So I did, and I thought, yes, employed for a year, brilliant. Little did I know, after all these years, maybe 47 years, I'm asked back to places like this, which is wonderful, meeting everybody. And I went out to Australia, did 4 cities out there. I'm in America and loads of stuff over here. And without the fans, without all of you lovely people, I would have been forgotten. But there's so much enthusiasm for the programme, and I think it's extraordinary, and I love it. I love to be involved as well with everybody in it. I meet the girls a lot of the time, the companions, and we're like a family, we're like a clique. If anyone actually says anything against one girl, we all gang up and say, how dare you, back off. I love the new Doctor Who. I don't know what anyone thinks about it, but you can't compare it to the show I was in, quite honestly. It's totally different. All right, we were in black and white, the sets wobbled, but there was an atmosphere, and it was kind of, black and white was quite eerie, quite creepy, as you'd seen there in the underground. Very eerie. I thought they had that charm. But no, I certainly do watch the new Who's. Yeah. In those days, you had to be seen with your leading man, dear Cliff. And I was meant to be his love interest in the set, or in the studio and off the studio. And we were paired up. We weren't able to actually go and have a party with all the other guys, the other actors, props people, this, that and the other. We had to sit in a tiny private dining room together. Yeah, me and Cliff. At one point I went, do you know what, Cliff? And he went, what? I said, this is terminally boring. And he went, what? I said, this is awful. It's just publicity. I said, come on, we're going to gate crash the party downstairs. He said, we can't do that, we're not allowed to. I said, watch me. And we did, we gate crashed the party downstairs, but he was a lovely man. I went up for Alice Liddell, about Lewis Carroll, who was Dobson. And I actually got the part, I couldn't believe it, but I got it and I thought, this is absolutely brilliant. Thank you. And it was lovely filming in Oxford and around and on the canals and whatever. And I found myself, when it came out, on the front of the Radio Times, me. And I thought, I can't believe this. And Dad went, how have you managed that? And he said, I don't know. But that's, Innes Lloyd saw me in Alice, and of course Victoria was coming up. And said, well, how do you fancy playing Victoria? I think you'd be absolutely right for it. We decided together that I'd go away for another year to get a bit more experience. I wanted to do theatre, this, that and the other. Then I got the call a year later, and he said, are you ready now? And I said, oh yes, I certainly am ready. And that's how I played Victoria. Oh, Naughty Norma. Oh, I loved it. She was, I don't know if anyone knows about Danger UXB, it was years ago. Oh, do you? Yeah. And I played a character called Naughty Norma, and she was all like that. And, I had a wonderful time with it. She was a cross between Diana Dawes and Marilyn Monroe with a Cockney accent. She was all like that. And she had a quirk, actually. The leading man was Anthony Andrews. Her quirk, dear Naughty Norma, her mother billeted soldiers, right? Okay, they stayed in the house, etc. But when the ones came over, everyone rushed down to the air raid shelter, of course, which had to do. But dear Norma didn't, because the bombs and the raids turned her on. And she used to leap on the first soldier that she saw. And one happened to be Anthony Andrews. I had a wonderful time. It was great fun.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.